It is mystical to look at this vast, stretched, beautiful sea, but sometimes this beautiful creation turns into a scary havoc, making it difficult for humans to survive. This noisily calmed sea does hold the power to turn a cheerful village filled with loving people into a barren land left with the so-called climate refugees.
ମୁଁ ଦେଖିବାରେ ସମୁଦ୍ର ଏଇଠୁ 15 କିଲୋମିଟର ଦୂରରେ ଥିଲା। ଆମ ସେଠି ଯେଉଁ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଘର ଥିଲା ମୁଁ ଦେଖିବାରେ ସେଠି ସମୁଦ୍ର ଖାଇ 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 ଲାଷ୍ଟକୁ ଏଇ 2-3 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲାଣି ସମୁଦ୍ର ଟିକେ ଅଧିକା ଖାଉଛି। ଏ ଲୋକ ଯିବା କତରୁ ସମୁଦ୍ର ମାଡ଼ି ଆସୁଛି। ଏ ଜମି ବାଡ଼ି ସବୁ ଆମର ଚାଷ ହେଉଥିଲା ଅଡ଼ା ଚାଷ ଏ ବର୍ଷ ବି ସେମିତି ଚାଷ ନାହିଁ, ଲୁଣି ପାଣି ପଶିଗଲା ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ବାତ୍ୟାରେ। ଏଠି ବି ଆଉ ସବୁ ଗାଈ ବଳଦ ସବୁ ଯେଉଁ ନେଇପାରୁନା ସିଏ ଗାଈ ବଳଦ ବି କ୍ଷୟକ୍ଷତି ହେଉଛି। ଏଠି ସବୁ ବହୁତ ଗାଈ ବଳଦ ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି, କ୍ଷୟକ୍ଷତି ବି ହେଉଛନ୍ତି।
This is Satabhaya, a village located on the coastal side of the Kendrapara district in Odisha, India.
Satabhaya Kanpur, Govindpur, Mohanpur, Kuarigura, Morapala. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ'ଣ 7ଟା ମୌଜା ଥିଲା। 7ଟା ମୌଜାରୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ରହିଛି 2ଟି ମୌଜା। 2ଟି ମୌଜା ଥିଲା ଯେ କାନପୁର ସାତଭାୟା। କୋସ୍ତରୀ ବାତ୍ୟା ପରେ ବହୁତ କିଛି ଅଭାବ ପଡ଼ିଗଲା, କାହିଁକିନା ଧାନ ଫସଲ ପୁରା ପଳେଇଗଲା। ସେଇଠି 2-3 ବର୍ଷ ଖଣ୍ଡ ହଇରାଣିଆ ଲୋକ ବହୁତ ହେଇଯାଇଛନ୍ତି। ଏପଟରୁ ବାହାରକୁ ଯାଇ ଖଟି ଖାଟି ନେଇ ଖାଇବି ବଞ୍ଚିଯିନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ଗୋବିନ୍ଦପୁର କାନପୁର ସାତଭାୟା 3ଟା ମୌଜା ଥିଲା। ଗୋବିନ୍ଦପୁରରେ 700 ଲୋକ 71 ବାତ୍ୟାରେ ମରିଗଲେ।
Once a peaceful village is now submerged underwater. You may not find it on the Indian map, but you will find it under the most cyclone-prone areas of the nation for sure.
भीषण एत सुगर्जन रूप से आसला जे आम भाई पार्लुनि कौन एमती गोटे आसूची, कौन एमती शब्द होची, कौन युद्धपुद्ध कौटी होगा ना कौन है जे एमती ये पवन समय एभली शब्द गोटे हूँ भयंकर शब्द। से समय से जुआर समुद्र जुआर पानी माड़ी आसला। समुद्र जुआर पानी माड़ी आसी माने घर द्वार क्षणिक मध्य सब घर द्वार सब भांगी पकेला, किसी रहा ना भसई नाला। चालिया घर गोटे थिला, आम से रहीगलु एवं से जो उरा सब आम घर पाखे उरा दि जाए से उरा को धरी चाल को धरिक लटकी रहिलु। किसी समय रहिला पर से घर मध्य रहिला ना, भुचुड़ला। गाई बलद विभिन्न प्रकार शब्द करी हंबारड़ी करके सब भासुथांती, किसी पानी बुड़ी मरी जाउथांती। आम आखि आगे देखुता सब मरी जाउथांती, लोक सब भासी जाउथांती। एमती विकटाल रूप देखी आम भी भयभीत, कौन प्रकार आम जीवन बंचाई से रहीगलु। आमर गोटे 16 नंबर बोली गोटे रास्ता थाए, ता कड़े संपूर्ण भाव में गाई गोरु मनीष छेली मेढ़ा सब लगी रही। जो भयंकर दृश्य देखले आखिरे लुह रही से तेणु भाव में आम सब रास्ता जाक सब घाई हो जाए। गोटा पिला छुआ को धरी, छोट छोट पिला था आम साथी धरी बुढ़ा बुढ़ी को धरी आम कौन प्रकार जा समुद्र कूल पाखापाखि जो उच्चा जगह था से उच्चा जगह आम पहुँचलु।
This is just a glimpse of the entire chaos painted by the sea.
Under the impact of the climate change, extreme weather events are being noticed more frequently, and if you find it out, cyclonic disturbances also has increased during the last 2 decades. Almost every year, Odisha is facing a cyclone, and during last 3 years, we are also having summer cyclone. One of the major areas have been 7 villages of Kendrapara district around Satabhaya area, where more than 500 families have to be relocated because all these habitations were virtually inside the sea now. So it was a major challenge for the Government of Odisha. This past climate change induced rehabilitation relocation proposal.
रिहाबिलिटेट करने जो चाहिए आम इच्छुक नथिलु आसवाई आसला आम जाचु भल भाव जे आम जीवन बंचीज कि जीविका संपूर्ण भाव में आम नष्ट हो जीविका ना ना चाष जमी अच्छी उठी ने ये जो विस्तीर्ण प्रांतर 2022 एकर चाष जमी ये समुद्र मुहाण पाखर से मुहाण पर्यंत 5-10 हजार एकर पर्यंत जंगल जमी तादरे माछ कंकड़ा विभिन्न प्रकार सोर्स से कि जो सरकार आमको नवाक चाहिए तेणु सेठी जे ये आमको मिल सोर्स से परिका आम इच्छुक नथुलु आसवाई रिहाबिलिटेट सरकार कथार राजी नथुलु।
So we had to convince them a lot about the inclement nature of the climate, about the weather, about the climate erosion. Finally, they also agreed and they also understood the limitations of human settlement in those situations, and they agreed to shift. But yes, it was a very challenging and daunting task. Actually, it was accomplished with the support of the community and their understanding of the issue that is afflicting the entire area.
One major issue we have faced is the livelihood of these families who have been relocated. They are all previously depending upon the sea. For this, we have to have alternate livelihood option, for which district administration, with support of Odisha Livelihood Mission, has prepared a comprehensive livelihood plan for these people.
This resettlement program planned by the Government of Odisha was not like any other rehabilitation program. It is the first ever organized climate rehabilitation program in the world.
ସାତଭାୟାବାସୀ ଏହି ବଗପାଟିଆରେ ଥଇଥାନ କରିବାର ନିଷ୍ପତ୍ତି ଗ୍ରହଣ କଲେ। ସମସ୍ତ ପ୍ରକାର ଆନୁଷଙ୍ଗିକ ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା, 10ଟି ସେମିତି ଜାଗା, ବିଜୁ ପକ୍କା ଘର, ରାସ୍ତା ଏବଂ ସ୍କୁଲ, ପାନୀୟ ଜଳର ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା, ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିସିଟି ସମସ୍ତ ପ୍ରକାର ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା କରିବାର ପ୍ରତିଶ୍ରୁତି ମିଳିଲା। ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ସାତଭାୟାରେ ଥିଲୁ, ମା ପଞ୍ଚୁବରାଇ ଯାହାଙ୍କର ପାଦୁକା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ବଞ୍ଚୁଥିଲୁ, ରୋଗ ବୈରାଗରୁ ରକ୍ଷା ପାଉଥିଲୁ, ସେ ଯେପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ନ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ଆମ ମନ ଭିତରେ ଆଶଙ୍କା ଆସିଲା ଯେ ଆମେ ସାତଭାୟା ଛାଡ଼ିକି ଯାଇପାରିବୁ ନାହିଁ। ସରକାରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଗୋଟେ ବିନତି ଅନୁରୋଧ କରାଗଲା ଯେ ସରକାର ପ୍ରଥମେ ମାଙ୍କୁ ସେଠି ଅବସ୍ଥାପିତ କରନ୍ତୁ, ତାପରେ ଆମେ ସେ ଜାଗା ଯିବୁ। ଏବଂ ଶେଷରେ ସରକାରଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ଆମେ ଖୁସି ହେଲୁ। ଏଥିପାଇଁ ସରକାର ଆମ କଥା ଶୁଣିଲେ। ମା ପଞ୍ଚୁବରାଇଙ୍କୁ ବଗପାଟି ଆମ ସ୍ଥାନାନ୍ତରିତ କରିକି ବଗପାଟିରେ ଆଣିକି ସ୍ଥାନାନ୍ତରିତ କଲା ପରେ ଆମର ଆତ୍ମବିଶ୍ୱାସ ଆସିଲା ସରକାରଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ଏବଂ ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତ ପରିବାର ସେଇ ଦିନଠାରୁ ନିଷ୍ପତ୍ତି ନେଇକରି ବଗପାଟିଆ ପଳେଇ ଆସିଲୁ।
The Government of Odisha not only tried to resettle the climate refugees successfully, but also heard the needs and beliefs of its people and wove them together to culminate a new life.
We want to make this Bogpatia as a model rehabilitation colony, not only for Odisha but also at all India and a global level, where we can showcase, and this will be also set standards for other rehabilitation projects that may come up later.
OSDMA is a pioneer in the climate refugee program, where not only have they created Bogpatia as a model village, but have also built a successful plan for the world to follow. With different schemes adopted by the government like Mission Shakti, livelihood training and skill development training for the youth of these affected villages, the Odisha government secured the lives of the devastated souls and provided them with a ray of hope to start living once again.
Coastlines are definitely very vulnerable. Odisha coast is particularly very vulnerable. As I said, about 40% of coastlines are now prone to beach erosion and other impacts, and that basically makes the cyclone impacts much more accelerated. So I think in that case, one question that remains is it possible that people can be relocated in nearby locations? Is adaptation at the local levels possible? I would say it is possible, but definitely it is a very challenging task because we really don't know how much the sea is going to come in. There are global studies which actually indicate that, to some extent we know that the sea can actually rise up to this level or the beach can actually erode to this extent, but we are not very sure, and that makes adaptation very difficult.
As the climate change has already started to showcase its dark colors to mankind, it is high time we understand that climate change is indeed real. We want to believe the fact that nature can be destructive, but we don't truly believe it. With the increased natural calamities such as cyclones in the eastern coast of India, having people residing near the seashore is slowly becoming a distant dream. One natural calamity can change the lives of many. It may perish all or leave behind a few to to lament on its behavior. Amidst the darkness that the natural calamities carry, the only way to bring in some light is through the government organized rehab programs and the trust of many that it holds. There is much we do not know about the disaster a sea can cause, but one thing which we surely know is the pain and suffering that it brings to mankind.